Despite the Thai New Year falling during the hottest time of year, people roaming the streets with water cannons are often found with talcum powder or an alcoholic beverage with them. However, this year, the Thai government is taking a gloves-off approach to the problems which often come with the annual Songkran festivities, street fights, and sexual harassment. Many popular water war sites across the country have been declared alcohol-free or talcum-free to curb the problems. Khao San Road, which is one of the most popular splash zones in Bangkok, is this year powder-free, high-pressure water gun-free, and alcohol-free. Here's more from Kun Songkran Raktham.
Located in the heart of Ratanakosin Island, Khao San Road is one of the most popular water playgrounds for Songkran lovers, Thai and foreign, celebrating the Thai New Year. But this watery festival can sometimes get out of hand and cause injuries, as people splash each other with water, and women are often touched inappropriately by men as they apply talcum powder to women's faces. To give a smile to people as a New Year gift, Chana Songkran Police Station has stepped up safety measures by declaring Khao San Road a powder, high-pressure water gun, and alcohol-free streets in an effort to curb sexual offences and hooliganism. A police checkpoint has been set up to check everyone's belongings before joining the water battle on Khao San. According to Police Colonel Chakapop Sukuntarat, Superintendent of Chana Songkran Police Station, 300 police officers and 150 volunteers are setting up checkpoints and patrolling the Chana Songkran area to help ensure a safe and joyful festival.
We also have detectives in the buildings to survey, to do the bird eye views.
Similar to Khao San Road, this year Khao Neo Road in Khon Kaen is celebrating its 10th year as a center for Songkran water battles in the northeastern province of Khon Kaen. For years, this Songkran battlefield is renowned for being alcohol-free, but still attracts thousands of people with its concerts and entertainment. The Thai Health Promotion Foundation reveals that the number of youngsters celebrating Songkran and drinking alcohol has reduced from 47% of all participants in 2004 to only 9% last year. Experts believe that figure will be ever less this year. Every province in Thailand has been asked by the government to set up a safe Songkran zone in public locations to serve the public and curb problems which follow excessive alcohol consumption. The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration is also asking shops across the capital not to sell alcohol to youngsters to prevent injuries and accidents. Perhaps surprisingly, most Songkran revelers told ThaiPBS they enjoy the alcohol-free measures, like this French-Canadian traveler who says Khao San Road is a fun but safe place for Songkran festival, and he wants to see people enjoy the water battle safely as he sees Songkran as a festival of love.
I think Songkran is very nice, yeah. When I heard about it, I immediately wanted to come to Bangkok to celebrate. It cools people down. It's just a festival of love.
This group of foreign students has been studying the Thai language at Chulalongkorn University and has fallen in love with Thai culture. They also wholeheartedly wish Thai people a happy New Year.
It's really fun.
It's really fun. It's my first time in Thailand.
Stay there!
As the water floods the streets and soils of Thailand, smiles and happiness are also overwhelming this nation. May the variety of turmoils Thailand recently faced be like water under the bridge. Let's stay positive and aim for a cooler future. Happy New Year, Songkran Raktham, ThaiPBS.
Thank you, Kun Songkran. Chiangmai is also a top Songkran destination for Thais and foreign visitors, especially to splash water around the city moat. Local authorities insist that the water sanitation is up to standard. Tassanai Buranapakon, president of the Chiangmai municipality, told Thai PBS that the water in the city's moat is clean enough for splashing. The municipality claims that it has been adding antibiotic substances as well as chlorine into the water and have been constantly checking the sanitation and pH levels. However, one problem which officials are trying to solve is the traffic congestion in downtown Chiang Mai during Songkran. Chiang Mai province is one of the locations where many celebrate Songkran, the traditional Thai way, with locals bathing hands of the elderly and making merit, as well as bathing Buddha images like Praputa Sihing, which is a revered Buddha image of all Buddhist Thais. Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra was also celebrating Songkran in her hometown and bathed Praputa Sihing as well. Due to security concerns, natural disasters, economic and political instability, the Association of Domestic Travel Agents say that this year's Songkran spending will not reach last year's level. Yet, the University of Thai Chamber of Commerce predicts that this year's wet festivity will be the most crowded one in the last 6 years, and roughly 100 billion baht will be spent across the kingdom. Kun Bandit Ket Bandit, who was at Silom Road, confirms that the Songkran atmosphere is as vibrant as ever and revelers are splashing the cash as well as water.
Happy Thailand's New Year! New Year celebrations in other countries require a lot of cash to be spent out of your pocket. In Thailand, however, a water gun, a pair of slippers, a flowery shirt, and a let's get wet spirit are all you need to enjoy the very much anticipated and fun-filled Songkran festivity. So let's gear up for a water fight.
As hundreds of locals and tourists roam the Silom Road to get themselves drenched from head to toe, the celebration still needs a bit of preparation. But rest assured that it all comes at an astonishingly low cost. The most important component of the water festival here has to be the WMDs, or weapons of mass drenching, water cannons. Along the Silom Road alone, there are dozens of stores selling all sorts of water pistols, with price tags ranging from 35 to 600 baht.
I think you get very good worth money. Hotels are not very expensive here. Food is cheap. So yeah, I think it's a very good investment to go here for your holidays. I don't know how much. I guess I'm spending about 1,000 baht per day on water during Songkran. But for the hotel, it's 1,500. A meal will cost you about 500 baht. That's very cheap.
Even the recent bombings in Hat Yai and Yala in the south, an 8.6 magnitude earthquake that triggered tsunami alarms across 6 southern coastal provinces in Thailand, have not deterred the long-awaited water party.
Oh, I think this, as you said, the culture, and we sort of come to celebrate the Songkran festival, the water festival.
How worth it do you think coming to Thailand?
Oh, tremendous, yeah. Been here, this is the second time I've been here, and really good, really enjoy it. No, I feel okay. Yeah, in Bangkok, I'm not too sure what happens in the south, but I feel quite safe, yeah.
The Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, has forecast that as many as 6.34 million visitors would turn out during the Songkran period, from April 12th through the 29th, and will generate as much as 53.2 billion baht in tourism revenue. The Association of Khao Traders also projected that 10 million baht will be spent on each day of its water event, which is held from April 12th to the 15th. Meanwhile, a survey by the University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce predicted that this year's soaking festivity is the most crowded one in the last 6 years, and that roughly 100 billion baht will be spent across the kingdom. Nonetheless, the Association of Domestic Travel Agents are forecasting that Thai spending will be around 10% lower than last year. This is because most Thais are still spending their money on fixing their flood-ravaged homes, as well as on flood prevention measures in case of future floods. The association also claimed that the recent bombings and the threat of a tsunami in the south will impact Thai's travel plans. Marketing academics and experts previously commented that the government should be fixing the fundamental problems deterring travelers from visiting Thailand, such as spending more on basic facilities and boosting safety measures, rather than just pouring taxpayers' money into intangible PR gimmicks.
The throwing of water not only marks the hottest month in Thailand, but more importantly, it symbolizes washing all the bad away as people embrace renewals. So let's get yourself ready, prepared with all your water weapons, and enter the battlefield. Remember, the driest person is the loser, and you sure do not want to be a loser. Bandit Kan Bandit, Thai PBS.
Thank you, Kun Bandit. Another influential figure making waves during the Songkran festivities is former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, who is in Laos at the moment and will cross over to Cambodia tomorrow. Fugitive former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra is in Laos for the second day, this time in Champasak, which is 90 kilometers away from Ubon Ratchathani province. Pheu Thai MPs and around 200 red-shirt supporters greeted him today. Tomorrow, Thaksin is scheduled to cross into Cambodian territory and is expected to meet Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen. This is the closest Thaksin has ever been to Thai territory since his self-imposed exile in 2008. Thaksin is evading a jail term for a conflict of interest when he was in power before the 2006 coup. Thaksin told his supporters today that he supports reconciliation and will come back to Thailand within the next 3 to 4 months. It is not only Thailand that celebrates Songkran, but other countries in the region also celebrate water festivals at this time of year. This includes Myanmar, even when the military rule was very strict and the citizens still enjoyed the festivities. Here's more from Hugh Adams.
Ting Yan is what the Burmese call the celebration marking the Buddhist New Year. Starting April the 13th every year, similar to Thailand, water-throwing mayhem fills the streets across the country, especially in big cities like Rangoon. For many years, the Ting Yan Festival has been pretty much the only legal release for Burmese frustrations with decades of stifling military rule. But from now until Monday, no one on the streets of Myanmar, on foot or in vehicles, is safe from getting wet, especially now that the government is not as controlling as before. The water festival, signifying the astrological New Year, is also celebrated in Laos, where it's called Pi Mai Lao, Cambodia, and by the Dai people in Yunnan in China. Hugh Adams, Thai PBS.
Those celebrating Songkran in the south and east are likely to see some rain tomorrow, as 60% of the provinces both on the Andaman and the Gulf Coast are likely to see rain. The northeast will see a 30% chance of rain, while the north seems to be the luckiest with only a 10% chance of rain. However, Tak and Kanchanaburi provinces could be facing temperatures as high as 40 degrees Celsius. So make sure you enjoy your Songkran festivities and have a safe and happy one. I'm Suvajon Kunsawan. See you next week. สวัสดีครับ